The destruction of the tallest buildings in the world always attracts people's attention. There are many questions surrounding these giant structures, while buildings that have to be built to a height can attract attention. The demolition is much more spectacular, especially in densely built large cities. Today's video, we'll take you to explore the tallest building demolitions in history. How to demolish giant structures. Buildings are seen as high symbols of human strength and wealth. Therefore, in major cities around the world, skyscrapers are still racing to rise and constantly set new records for height. But sometimes the building breaks down or the owner wants to change. At that time, people will have to demolish the entire giant construction. So how did people destroy tall buildings? Although the construction team hoped that it could be repaired, the damage was done. After the engineers analyzed the problem, they agreed that renovating the building would lead to economic loss and not guarantee safety. As a last resort, an explosion was made. You're seeing a $75 million building, that the largest concrete structure ever blown up. Most people who buildings blown away by explosions. This is the most popular and impressive technology for demolishing a building ever. Thousands of tons of explosives are prepared. Everything happened quickly. 10 seconds ago, there will still be a great pride standing in the middle of the city, but seconds later, they are just ruins. There are many reasons that people have to break down giant structures. One of them is to create new space for many constructions of expansion of urban areas. It is also possible that these structures are old or unsafe, so they must be demolished to ensure the safety of the community. In addition, the demolition of structures can also help to restore the environment if urban areas have been heavily polluted. Currently, to demolish buildings is still a difficult problem that mankind has not found the most perfect answer. The skyscrapers are getting taller and taller. The task of leveling them will become more and more complicated. For the huge constructions that have been built for decades, what one would expect is to see how easily buildings are to be demolished. Saving costs, time, manpower, and safety as much as possible is a plan that every construction engineer is aiming for when carrying out the demolition of a certain work. Super heavy ball destructed method. This is one of the oldest methods of building demolition, commonly used for concrete and other masonry structures. The demolition ball, weighing up to 6 tons, is dropped or hit, crushing the building with successive blows. Smoothness in controlling the movement of the ball is important, as a lack of target can damage or overload the crane. This method is limited by size, the length of the crane, and the space around the building. You are witnessing the building being demolished by the steel hand method. Like a giant hand of steel, These machines are capable of replacing hundreds of workers, breaking each piece of the work, shoveling scrap, and moving easily in a short time without having to mobilize too many workers. However, the safety of this method is not high because of the falling debris as well as the uncontrolled smoke, vibration, and noise during demolition. In densely populated areas, explosive techniques to destroy buildings are not allowed due to noise, vibration, smoke, and safety. At this time, the last infrastructure method will be used. The huge lifting equipment and crane system will demolish each floor to lower the height of the building. A crane is inside the building which will bring all the main blocks of the building to the ground. This method also retains the useful materials of the old building because the demolition technology does less damage to surrounding artifacts. No matter how safe the demolition method is, the demolition or failure of the building is also very expensive and has a great impact on the surrounding environment. Therefore, experts will have to think of more creative ways to demolish buildings in the future. If you liked the last video, please hit the like button and subscribe to receive the latest notifications. And goodbye, and see you in the next videos.